Exercise 4.1. First question. Complete the last column of the table. Here equation and value of the variable. Third column, say whether the equation is satisfied, yes or no. Here x is equal to 3. We have to put that value of x in the given equation. So left side, what we are getting in place of x, this value of x, 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 in the left side, and that not equal to the right side answer, which is not equal to right side is 0. So not equal to the right side answer. So we can say the equation is not satisfying the value x is equal to 3. So can write no. Here x is equal to 0. 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 is equal to 3, but there in the right side of the equation is 0. 3 not equal to 0. There also, when we are giving x is equal to 0 in the given equation, LHS not equal to RHS. So there also equation is not satisfying. X is equal to minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. Here we can see the right side answer also same, which is equal to the RHS, right side answer. So we can write yes, x is equal to minus 3, that value is this equation is satisfying. Next, x is equal to 7. When we are putting 7 in place of x, 7 minus 7, which is equal to 0. But the right side, after equal to sign, it's given 1. That not equal to 1. So no. X is equal to 8. 8 minus 7, which is equal to 1. Here we can see the right side also 1. That means same as the right side answer, RHS. So we can write yes. Next, x is equal to 0. 5 into 0 is equal to 0. But the right side is given 25. Both the answers are not equal. So that value is not satisfying in the given equation. X is equal to 5. 5 into 5, 25. That is same as the right side answer. So we can write yes. Here x is equal to minus 5. 5 into minus 5 is equal to minus 25. But the right side answer is 25. It's not equal to minus 25, not equal to 25. So that value is not satisfying. Here m is equal to minus 6. Minus 6 divided by 3 is equal to minus 2. When we are dividing with 3, we will get minus 2. But the right side answer is 2. These two are not equal. So that also no. Here m by 3. Value of m is 0. 0 by 3. 0 by any number is equal to 0. But the right side answer is given as 2. These two are not equal. So that also no. Here a value of m is 6. 6 by 3 is equal to 2. Right side answer, right side of the equation. That also same. So we can write the same as right side RHS. That means m is equal to 6. That value of m is satisfying the given equation. We can write yes. Second question, check whether the value given in the brackets is a solution to the given equations or not. First one, n plus 5 is equal to 19 and n is equal to 1. We can put the value of n in the given equation. That is 1 plus 5. We know that 1 plus 5 is equal to 6 and that not equal to 19. LHS we got the answer as 6. Right side it's given. Right side of the given equation, that is 19. These two answers are not equal. So we can write LHS not equal to RHS. That means that is n is equal to 1 is not the solution of the given equation. Is not the solution of the given equation. Same way B. 7n plus 5 is equal to 19 and n is equal to minus 2. In place of n we can put minus 2 plus 5. We are starting from LHS. 7 into minus 2 minus 14 plus 5. Minus 14 plus 5, that is minus 9. But the right side answer 19. These two are not equal. So we can put left side answer not equal to right side answer. That means LHS not equal to RHS. Same way we can write n is equal to minus 2. Therefore, n is equal to minus 2 is not the solution of the given equation. Third one. 7n plus 5 is equal to 19 where n is equal to 2. That is 7 into, in place of n, 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7 into 2, 14 plus 5, that is equal to 19. And right side also the same number 19. Here left side answer is equal to right side number whatever it's given in the equation. So we can write LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore n is equal to 2 is the solution of the given equation. Now D, 4p minus 3 is equal to 13 where p is equal to 1. So we can write 4 into value of p is 1. 4 into 1 minus 3, which is equal to 4 into 1, 4, 4 minus 3. We can write 4 minus 3 means plus of minus 3. That is equal to 1. Plus positive and negative integer when we are adding, find difference of the numbers and then put the greater ones sign. Now this side, left side, we got that as 1, but the right side answer is 13. These two are not equal. So we can write LHS not equal to RHS. That means P is equal to 1 is not the solution of the given equation. Here 4 into value of p minus 4 minus 3, which is equal to 4 into minus 4 minus 16 minus 3 means plus of minus 3, which is equal to minus 90. Right side number is 13. These two are not equal. So we can write LHS not equal to RHS. Therefore, P is equal to minus 4 is not the solution of the given equation. Last one. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13. P is equal to 0. That is 4 into 0 minus 3. That means 4 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 means 0 plus of minus 3. That means minus 3. The right side answer is 13. These two are not equal. Minus 3 not equal to 13. That is LHS not equal to RHS. Here also LHS not equal to RHS. These answers are not equal. Here minus 19 and the right side 13 not equal to. LHS not equal to RHS. Therefore, P is equal to 0 is not the solution of the given equation. Third question, solve the following equations by trial and error method. For the variable, we can put any value. If we are putting 0, if p is equal to 0, then the equation will come 5 into 0 plus 2. That means 5 into 0, 0, 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. That not equal to 17, not same as 17. So 0 is not the solution of that. So by trial, we can try by 1. 5 into 1, 5, 5 plus 2, 17 will come, but not 17. 5 plus 2, 7, not 17. Then if we are trying with 3, if p is equal to 0, if p is equal to 3, this LHS it will come is equal to 5 into 3 plus 2. 5 into 3, 15 plus 2. That means 17, which is same as the right side answer 17. So we can write LHS is the right side answer. LHS is equal to RHS. When we put P is equal to 3, we got left side answer same as right side answer, right side number there in the equation. So we can write LHS is equal to RHS, and then therefore P is equal to 3 is the solution of the given equation. Is the solution of the given equation. So where we are getting the correct answer same as the right side number, that value of the variable is the solution. Here in the second question, 3m minus 14 is equal to 4. Here also we can try with any number. For example, if m is equal to 2, LHS is equal to, if we are putting 2 in place of m, 3 into 2 minus 14, which means 6 minus 14. 6 minus 14 means 6 plus minus 14 is equal to 8. That not equal to the right side number. Right side is 4. Then we can try like the same way another number. If m is equal to 6, then LHS is equal to 3 into 6 minus 14. 3 into 6, 18 minus 14 means 18 minus 14, 4. That is same as the right side answer. That means when we are putting m is equal to 6, m is equal to 6, then we can write that value is the solution of the given equation. Therefore, m is equal to 6 is the solution of the given equation. Question number 4. Write equations for the following statements. Here statements are given and we have to convert the given statements to equation form. First one, sum of numbers x and 4. Sum of numbers, two numbers, one is x, the other one is 4. So we can write that as sum of numbers x and 4 means, sum means addition sign of these two numbers x and 4. Is means equal to. Now we got the equation corresponding to that. X plus 4 is equal to 9. Second one, 2 subtracted from y. From y. That means y minus 2. 2 subtracted from y is means equal. Is equal to 8. Here 10 times a is a variable. 10 times, that means 10 into a. 10 times a is 70. That we can write as 10a is equal to 70. 10a is equal to 70. Here the number b divided by 5. b divided by 5 gives means also the result is equal to 6. 3/4 of t. 3/4 of t, that means 3 by 4 of t into t is 15. Is means equal. 3t by 4 equals 15. Here 7 times m. 7 times m. So 7m plus 7 gets you, means equals the result, equal to 77. 1/4 of a number x. 1/4 of a number x. 1 by 4 of x. That means into x. 1/4 of a number x minus 4 gives is equal to 4. This we can rewrite 1 by 4 of x means 1 into x. So x by 4 minus 4 equal to 4. Here if you take away 6 from 6 times y, take away means subtracting, minusing. 6 times y. So 6y, from that if you take away 6y minus 6, you get, that means equals 60. Last one, if you add 3 to 1/3 of z, 1/3 of z, if you add 3 plus 3, adding 3, you get 30. Answer equal to 30. That also we can rewrite 1/3 of z is equal to z by 3 plus 3 equals 30. This is the way we can convert the statements to equation form. Question number 5. Write the following equations in statement form. Equations are given. We have to convert the given equation to statement form. First one, p plus 4 is equal to 15. We can write in sentence, sum of p and 4 is 15. m minus 7 is equal to 3. That we can write as 7 subtracted from m is 3. Is or gives 3. Any term we can use it there. Next, 2m is equal to 7. That means 2 times of a number m gives you 7. We can frame the sentence anyway. The easiest one, twice of a number m is 7. Or the same sentence we can write 2 times of a number m gives you 7. Next, m by 5 is equal to 3. The number m divided by 5 gives 3. Here 3/5 of m. 3/5 of a number m is 6. Next, 3p plus 4, that we can write as 3 times of a number p plus 4 gives you 25. 3 times p plus 4 gives you 25. Here 4p minus 2 is equal to 18. That we can write 4 times p minus 2 gives you 18. Or that again, that the same thing we can write in another format. 2 is taken away from 4 times of p gives 18. Or anything like that way. We can frame the equation statement the easier way anyway. Here p by 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. 2 is added to half of the number p gives 8. Statement we can write in your own way, your own sentence. The given equation meaning supposed to be same as the given equations. So we converted the given equations to statement form. Question number 6. Set up an equation in the following cases. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times of the marbles Parmit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. Take m to be the number of Parmit's marbles. So we can take number of marbles with Parmit, or number of Parmit's marbles is equal to m. And total number of Irfan's marbles is equal to, here it's given 7 marbles more than 5 times of Parmit has. So we can write 7 more than 5 times Parmit's marble. 5 times of Parmit's marble plus 7 more than. That much marbles with Irfan. But here it's given Irfan has 37 marbles. So we can write total number of marbles Irfan having is equal to 7 more than 5 times Parmit's marble. That means total number he has 37. So 37 is equal to 7 more than means addition. 7 more. 5 times of Parmit's marble. Parmit's has only m. So we can take 5 times of Parmit's marble means 5 into m. That means 5m. This we can rewrite this first. So 5m plus 7 is equal to 37. This is the equation form. Second one, Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Take Lakshmi's age to be y years. Here the variable is y. So we can write let Lakshmi's age be y. And here it's given her father's age is 49. So age of Lakshmi's father is 49, which is equal to, he is 4 years older than. 4 years older means plus 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Or 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Lakshmi's age we already took that as y. So 3 times of Lakshmi's age, that means 3 into y, 3y. This we can rewrite 3y plus 4 equals to, changing the side, 3y plus 4 is equal to 49. Third question, the teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. Highest score is 87. Take the lowest score to be L. So we can write let the lowest score be L. And the highest score is given 87, which is same as teacher tells the class that the highest marks, that means 87, obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest mark. Lowest mark is L. So twice the lowest mark means 2L plus 7. So twice the lowest mark. This we can rewrite as 2 times L. Twice means 2. Lowest mark is L. 2L plus 7, which means 87. So this is the equation. We can rewrite that the required equation is 2L plus 7 is equal to 87. Question number 4. In an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. If you are marking A, B, C, these two sides are equal. If these two sides are equal, its base angles also equal in measure. This is the base angle. Here in an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice the base angle. This is the vertex angle. Twice the base angle. Let the base angle B degrees. So this base angle is given as B degree. Both are same. These two angles are same. So we can mark this measurement, the angle measurement, that as B, same as here also. But the vertex angle is twice their base angle. Twice the base angle means 2 times of base angle, 2B. And again, remember that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We know that sum of all the three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So we can rewrite that sum of all three angles, B plus B plus 2B, all three angles, is equal to 180 degree. That means 1 time B, again 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4. 4B is equal to 180 degree. This is the required equation. The required equation is 4B is equal to 180 degree. Exercise 4.2, question number 1. Give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First one, x minus 1 is equal to 0. To separate the variable, in left side we can see 1 minus 1 is there. So to remove that, we have to add 1. So when we are adding any number, we have to add on both the sides of the equation. So we can write here, add 1 to both sides. Add 1 to both sides of the equation. That is, now x minus 1 is here. We are adding 1 to that side. Same way the right side 0 plus 1. So minus 1 and 1. It will become 0. That is, x is equal to 1. 0 plus 1, 1. That is the solution. Now B. X plus 1 is equal to 0. We have to remove this 1 from this side. So what we have to do? Here plus 1. To remove that, just opposite sign. Subtract 1 from both sides. Subtract 1 from both sides. Whatever the calculation, we have to do the same way on both sides of the equation. Now x plus 1 is here on the left side of the equation. Subtracting 1. Minus 1 is equal to right side already 0 is there, that minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 will cancel. Then x is equal to, here this will become 0. That means x is equal to 0 minus 1, minus 1. Now third one, x minus 1 is equal to, x minus 1 is equal to 5. X minus 1 is equal to 5. So we have to remove this minus 1. For that, add 1 to both sides. That is, x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. Then which implies x is equal to 6. Now next one, x plus 6 is equal to 2. Here plus 6. So we have to subtract. Here 6. So subtract 6 from both sides. Subtract 6 from both sides. X plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 2 minus 6. 6 from both sides we have to subtract. 6 minus 6, it will become 0. That is, x is equal to 2 minus 6 means 2 plus minus 6. It will come minus 4. Now E. Y minus 4 is equal to minus 7. Here minus 4 we have to remove. So add 4 to both sides. That is, y minus 4 already there, that plus 4 is equal to minus 7 plus 4. Minus 4 and plus 4 will cancel, which means y is equal to minus 7 plus 4, that is minus 3. Next, f y minus 4 is equal to 4. Here minus 4. So we again same way we have to add 4 on both sides. Minus 4 will and plus 4 will cancel. Y is equal to 4 plus 4, 8 the other side. Here y plus 4 is equal to 4. So we have to remove this plus 4, we have to subtract 4. Y plus 4 minus 4 is equal to, right side also 4 is there, that minus 4. 4 minus 4, 0, which implies y is equal to, here 4 minus 4, 0. Here y, last one, y plus 4 is equal to minus 4. Here also we got to subtract 4 from both sides. So y plus 4 minus 4 is equal to minus 4 minus 4. That means y is equal to minus 4 minus 4, which means minus 4 plus of minus 4 will come minus 8. Second question, give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First one, 3L is equal to 42. We have to separate the variable. That means we have to remove this 3. For that, divide both sides of the equation by 3. So divide by 3. Both sides of the equation. So when we are dividing, 3L by 3 is equal to 42 by 3. That means this 3 and 3 will cancel. L is equal to, when we are dividing 42 by 3, 14. So L is equal to 14. B. B by 2 is equal to 6. Here 2 is there in the denominator. We have to separate the variable. Get the variable alone. For that, to remove this 2 from the denominator, we have to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. That is b by 2 into 2 is equal to 6 into 2. This 2 and 2 will cancel, which implies b is equal to 12. See, p by 7 is equal to 4. So multiply by 7 to remove the 7 from the denominator. That is p by 7 into 7 is equal to 4 into 7. All these calculations we have to do on both the sides of the equation. So here we are multiplying by 7 both sides. 7 and 7 will cancel, which implies now here only p. P is equal to 7 into 4, 28. Next one, 4x is equal to 25. Here to remove 4, divide by 4. That is 4x by 4 is equal to 25. 4 and 4 will cancel, which implies x is equal to 25. Here when we are dividing by 4, 4x by 4 is equal to 25 by 4. This side 4 will cancel, which implies x is equal to 25 by 4. Next one, E. 8y is equal to 36. We have to remove 8 from this side. For that, divide by 8. That is 8y by 8 is equal to 36 by 8. This 8 will cancel. Here we can divide by 4 2 times. Here 9 4s are 36, which is equal to 9/2. That means x is equal to 9/2. Next one, z/3 is equal to 5/4. To remove this 3, we have to multiply. Z/3 multiply by 3 both sides, which implies 3 and 3 will cancel. So z is equal to 5 into 3, 15/4. Here 5a/5. So to remove this 5 from the denominator, we have to multiply by 5. That is a/5 into 5 is equal to 7/15 into 5, which implies 5 and 5 we can cancel. This side only a is equal to, here also we can divide by 5, numerator 5 and denominator. Here 3 times, here 1. 7 into 1, 7, and denominator 3. So a is equal to 7/3. Next one, 20t is equal to -10. Here we have to divide by 20. So 20t divided by 20 is equal to -10/20, which implies 20 we can cancel. T is equal to, here we can divide by 10. 1 time, here 2 times, and minus sign is there. So t is equal to -1/2. This is the solution of the variables. Question number 3. Give the steps you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First one, 3n minus 2 is equal to 46. First we have to remove this 2 from the side. For that, here -2, so add 2 to both sides. That is 3n minus 2, that plus 2, right side 46, that plus 2, which implies this -2 and plus 2 will cancel. Then 3n is equal to, here 46 plus 2, 48. Now again we have to remove this 3 from left side. For that, divide by 3. Now when we are dividing, 3n by 3 is equal to 48/3. 3 and 3 we can cancel. That means n is equal to, when we are dividing, 6. N is equal to 16. Same way B. 5m plus 7 is equal to 17. First we have to remove this 7 from there. For that, subtract 7 from both sides, which implies 5m plus 7 minus 7 is equal to 17 minus 7. Subtract 7 from both sides. 7 plus 7 and minus 7 will cancel. That is 5m is equal to 17 minus 7, 10. Now we have to remove this 5. So divide by 5. 5m by 5 is equal to 10/5. That is 5 and 5 will cancel. M is equal to, here 2 times 5. So 2/1, that is equal to 2. M is equal to 2. Now according to the question, first we separate the variable and then solve the equation. Solve means value of the variable. See, 20p/3 is equal to 40. To remove the 3 from denominator, multiply with 3. That is 20/3p into 3 is equal to 40 into 3. This 3 and 3 will cancel. This side what we are getting 20p is equal to the other side 40 into 3. Now we have to divide by 20. You can multiply, otherwise leave the same. Divide by 20. So here when we are dividing, 20p by 20 is equal to 40 into 3 by 20. Here we can cancel, or we can divide by 10, and also here 2 one time, here 2 times. So 2 into 3 6. This side 20 will cancel, which implies p is equal to 6. D. 3p by 10 is equal to 6. First we have to remove this 10 from the denominator. For that, multiply by 10. That is 3p by 10 into 10 is equal to 6 into 10. Cancel this, which implies 3p is equal to 60. Or you can leave the same, and when it comes the other next step, we can simplify. Now 3p is equal to 60. You have to remove 3 from this side to separate that variable p. For that, divide by 3. That is 3p by 3 is equal to 60 by 3. This will cancel. Here 2 times in 6 and 20, which implies p is equal to 20. Question number 4. Solve the following equations. First one, 10p is equal to 100. So divide by 10. It will become 10p by 10 is equal to 100 by 10. 10 can divide, which implies p is equal to, when we are dividing by 10, this will become 10. That means p is equal to 10. P is equal to 10. B. 10p plus 10 is equal to 100. You have to remove first this 10 from this side. So subtract 10. That is 10p plus 10 minus 10 is equal to 100 minus 10. We have to subtract from both sides. So 10 and minus 10 will cancel. 10p is equal to 100 minus 10, 90. Now to remove this 10 from left side, you have to divide. Divide by 10. That is 10p by 10 is equal to 90 by 10. Can cancel this one. Here also by 10, which implies p is equal to 9 by 1. That means 9. Now C. P by 4 is equal to 5. To remove this 4 from the denominator, we have to multiply. Multiply by 4. P by 4 into 4 is equal to 5 into 4. 4 and 4 will cancel. That is P is equal to 20. Next one, minus P by 3 is equal to 5. First we have to multiply. Multiply by 3. That is minus P by 3 into 3 is equal to 5 into 3. Can cancel this 3, which implies this side minus p. Minus p is equal to 15. Multiply both sides with minus 1. Multiply by minus 1. To remove this minus sign from left side or from p. When we are multiplying with minus 1, this will become minus p into minus 1, p. and the other side minus 15 into minus 1 minus 15, which implies P is equal to minus 15. Now E. 3P by 4 is equal to 6. To remove the 4 from the denominator, multiply by 4. That is 3P by 4 into 4 is equal to 6 into 4. Multiply by 4 both sides. 4 will cancel, which implies 3P is equal to 24. Then divide by P. Divide by 3. To separate the variable P, you have to remove the number. So divide by 3. 3P by 3 is equal to 24 by 3. 3 will cancel. Here 8. Which implies P is equal to 8. Here F. 3S is equal to minus 9. You have to divide by 3. That is 3S by 3 is equal to minus 9 by 3. 3 will cancel, which implies S is equal to, here 3 times, S is equal to minus 3. Next one, G. 3S plus 12 is equal to 0. So to remove 12, first we have to subtract 12 from both sides of the equation. 3S plus 12 minus 12 is equal to 0 minus 12. That is 12 and 12 will cancel. 3S is equal to minus 12. Now divide by 3. Both sides. 3S by 3 is equal to minus 12 by 3. 3 will cancel here 4 times, which implies S is equal to minus 4. Next one, H. 3S is equal to 0. So divide by 3. 3S divided by 3 is equal to 0 by 3. Here this will cancel. 0 by 3 means 0 itself. So which implies S is equal to 0. I 2Q is equal to 6. So divide by 2 both sides. That is 2Q by 2 is equal to 6 by 2. We can cancel 2 here 3 times, which implies Q is equal to 3. The next one, 2Q minus 6 is equal to 0. We have to add 6 on both sides, which implies 2Q minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0 plus 6. Minus 6 and 6 will cancel. That is 2Q is equal to 6. Then divide by 2 both sides. That is 2Q by 2 is equal to 6 by 2. Here 2 will cancel, here 3, which implies Q is equal to 3. Okay, 2Q plus 6 is equal to 0. Subtract 6 from both sides. 2Q plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 0 minus 6. 6 and 6 will cancel, positive and negative. Then 2Q is equal to minus 6. After that, divide by 2. Both sides of this equation. When we are dividing, 2Q by 2 is equal to minus 6 by 2. 2 we can cancel, here 3, which implies Q is equal to minus 3. Last one, 2Q plus 6 is equal to 12. Subtract 6. which implies 2q is 2q plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 12 minus 6. 6 and 6 will cancel. That is 2q is equal to 12 minus 6. Then divide by 2. Divide by 2 both sides of the equation. So 2q by 2 is equal to 6 by 2. 2 and 2 will cancel, here 3, which implies q is equal to 3. Exercise 4.3. First question. Set up equations and solve them to find the unknown numbers in the following cases. First one. Add 4 to 8 times a number, you get 60. Number is not given. So we can assume the number as any letter, any variable. So let the number be x. Then according to the question, we can see, according to the question, we can write add 4 to 8 times the number. That means 4 plus 8 times the number. Number is x. So 8x. You get 60, which means is equal to 60. 4 plus 8x is equal to 60. Then we have to solve and find the value of x. For that, first we have to move this 4 to the other side. Transpose 4 to RHS. That is 8x is equal to, now already 60 there on the RHS right side. Now when we are moving 4 to the other side, opposite sign we have to, here plus 4, when we are moving to the right side it will become minus 4. So 60 minus 4, that is 56. Now we got 8x is equal to 56. Then divide by, here what we did, transpose. Transposing 4 from LHS to right side. Transpose means moving. Transpose 4 from LHS to RHS. Now we got 8x is equal to 56. From here we have to remove 8. For that, divide by 8. Both side of the equations we have to divide by 8. So it will become x is equal to 56 by 8. Is equal to 7. Now we got the value of x as 7. Here the question, find the number. So we have to write finally the number, equations and solve them. Find the unknown numbers. Therefore, the required number is equal to 7. Or the required number is 7. B. 1/5 of a number minus 4 gives 3. We can take, let the number be any letter P. Let the number be P. 1/5 of a number. From the question we can write that is 1/5 of a number. That means P by 5 minus 4 gives 3. Gives means equals 3. Now first we have to transpose minus 4 to RHS. Transposing minus 4 from LHS to RHS. So that is P by 5 is equal to, now there on the right side 3 is there, and minus 4 when we are moving from left side to right side, the other side of the equal to sign also it will change. Minus 4 will become plus. is equal to 7, which implies P by 5 is equal to 7. Now we have to remove this 5 from this side. For that, multiply by 5. That means, then what we will get? P is equal to 7 into 5 is equal to 35. So the number as P, value of P is equal to 35. When we are multiplying by 5, we already learned how to do that. P by 5 into 5. Both the side we have to multiply by 5. This 5 will cancel. Then left side P is equal to 7 into 5. That means 35. Now see, if I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, I get 21. Let the number be any variable, any letter y. Then, according to the question, we can write, if I take 3/4 of a number, that means 3 by 4 of a number is y. If I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it plus 3, I get 21 is equal to 21. First we have to transpose 3 to right side. Transpose 3 to RHS. So when we are moving this side, 3y by 4 is equal to 21 plus 3, it will become minus 3. It's equal to 18. Now we are getting 3y by 4 is equal to 18. To remove this 4, we have to multiply by 4. Multiply by 4 on both sides. And after that, we have to divide by 3. So we can do that together, multiply by the reciprocal of 3 by 4. That the way also we can do. Or if we are doing 1 by 1, first you have to multiply by 4 on both sides. So 3y is equal to 18 into 4. When we are multiplying, that will come 3y is equal to 18 into 4. Then we have to divide by 3. When we are dividing both sides, 3y by 3 is equal to this side 18 into 4 already. No need to take the product, just keep it like the same, by 3. So this 3 will cancel, here 6. 6 4s are 24. So which implies y is equal to 24. So the number that is coming as 24. 3/4 of the number, 3/4 of 24 plus 3 is equal to 21. We can check our answer is same, correct or not, by applying the value of y in the equation. Now D. When I subtracted 11 from twice a number, the result was 15. We can take, let x be the number. Then according to the question is, when I subtracted 11 from twice a number. Subtracted 11 from twice the number. So twice the number means 2 times the number. Number is x. 2x minus 11. The result was 15. It's equal to 15. So first we have to transpose. Transpose minus 11 to RHS. So it will come 2x is equal to 15 minus 11 to the other side, that will become plus 11 is equal to 26, which implies 2x is equal to 26. Now what to do? Remove this 2. For that, divide by 2. divide by 2 both sides of the equation. When we are dividing, 2x by 2 is equal to 26 by 2. 2 it will cancel, here 13, which implies x is equal to 13. So the number is equal to 13. E. Munna subtracts thrice the number of notebooks he has from 50. He finds the result to be 8. Let the required number be P. Munna subtracts thrice the number of notebooks. Thrice the number of notebooks that from 50. So from the question we can write 50 minus 3P. And he finds the result to be 8. C equal to 8. 50 minus 3P is equal to 8. So first we can move this 3P to the other side and 8 to the left side. So to avoid the negative sign, we can transpose minus 3P to the RHS and 8 to the LHS. Transpose minus 3P to RHS and 8 to LHS. That is 50 is already here. When 8 transposing to left side, sign it will come opposite, that is minus 8 is equal to this minus 3P. When we are moving to the other side, that will come plus 3P. Which implies 50 minus 8 means 42. C equal to 3P. This we can write anyway. First if we want to write 3P on the left side, 3P is equal to 42. 42 is equal to 3P, same as 3P is equal to 42. Then divide by 3. Divide by 3, both sides. So 3P by 3 is equal to 42 by 3. 14, which implies P is equal to 14. Value of the P is equal to 14. F. Ibn Hal thinks of a number if she adds 19 to it. So let the number be x. And if she adds 19 to it, that means x plus 19. Then and divides the sum by 5. After adding, divides by 5. Then she will get 8, which is equal to 8. So from the question we can write the equation like the same way. She thinks about a number that we have taken as x and adds 19 to it. So x plus 19 and divides the sum. After adding, that is sum, divides by 5. So x plus 19 by 5 and she gets 8 as the answer. So first we have to remove 5 from the LHS. For that, multiply both sides with 5. Multiply by 5 both sides. So 5 into x plus 19 by 5 is equal to 8 into 5. This will cancel, which implies x plus 19 is equal to 8 into 5, 40. Now we have to remove this 19 from LHS. So transpose 19 to RHS. That is x is equal to 40 minus 19 is equal to 21. You can write x is equal to 21 is the required number. Now the next question. Anwar thinks of a number. We can take any letter as variable. Let the number be y. Thinks of a number. If he takes away 7 from 5 by 2 of the number, 5 by 2 of the number. So 5 by 2 y takes away 7 from. So that minus 7 of the number, the result is 23. So it's equal to 23. So first we have to transpose minus 7 to RHS. Then we will get 5 by 2 y is equal to 23 plus 7, that is 30. Then we have to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. That implies when we are multiplying left side, it will come 5y is equal to 30 into 2. Then to remove 5, divide by 5. So we will get 5y by 5 is equal to already 30 into 2, that divided by 5. Here 5 will cancel, here 6 times, so 6 into 2, 12. That means y is equal to 12. Second question. The teacher tells in the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. So we can take the lowest marks as any one of the variables. So let the lowest mark be any letter M. And according to the question, we can write, can frame the equation. The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. Lowest mark is M. Twice the lowest mark plus 7. And here it is given the highest score is 87. So the result is 87. So we got the equation 2m plus 7 is equal to 87. From this equation we had to find the value of m, that is the lowest mark. Here the question, what is the lowest score? To solve this equation, first we had to transpose 7 to RHS. Transpose 7 to RHS. That is 2m is equal to 87 minus 7 is equal to 80, which implies 2m is equal to 80. Now to remove this 2, divide by 2 both sides of the equation. That is 2m by 2 is equal to right side 80 by 2. 2 we can cancel, here 40, which implies m is equal to 40. M means the lowest mark. The question is, what is the lowest score? So we can write, therefore the lowest score is equal to 40. B. In an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. We know that the isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. These two sides are equal, then its base angles, that also will be equal. Here in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40 degree. This angle is 40 degree. 40 degree. We can take, let the base angle be x. Base angle as x. So this angle, both the angles are equal. So we can take that as x. Now here it is given the sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We know that sum of all three angles is equal to 180 degree angle sum property. So here we can write x plus x base angles, that plus the vertex angle 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. That means x plus x 2x plus 40 degree is equal to 180. Now we have to move this 40 to the other side. Transposing 40 degree to RHS. When we are transposing 40 to the other side, we will get 2x is equal to 180 already there, and plus 40 it will become minus 40. Is equal to 140 degree. Then divide by 2. Divide by 2 both sides. Here this side 2x, that divided by 2. The other side 140. That also divided by 2. When we are dividing here 770, which implies x is equal to 70 degree. That means here the question, what are the base angles of the triangle? So we can write therefore the base angles are base angles is equal to, therefore the base angles is equal to 70 degree. 70 degree each. Therefore the base angles is equal to 70 degree each. See, Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. So Rahul's runs we can assume that as x. So let the score of Rahul be x. And Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. And score of Sachin be 2x. Rahul is taken x runs and Sachin twice of that. So 2x. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. That means together. Total runs is equal to Rahul's runs, that is x plus 2x. Sachin's 2x plus 2x is equal to their runs fell too short of a double century. Double century means 2 into 100, 200. 2 into 100. Double century. Century means 100. So double century 200. Too short. That means minus 2. 2 more runs to reach double century. Not reached double century. 2 runs were short. So that means actually 198 runs only they scored both together. So we can write that is x plus 2x. 3x is equal to 200 minus 2, 198. Now from that we can find x. Divide by 3 both sides. So which implies 3x by 3 is equal to 198 by 3. 3 we can cancel here. 66, which implies x is equal to 66. Here the question, how many runs did each one score? So first x means Rahul's score. So we can write that is Rahul's score is equal to 66 runs. And Sachin's score is equal to 2x, double of Rahul's score, 2x. So 2 into 66 is equal to 132 runs. Third question, solve the following. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Permit has. So first we can take, let the number of marbles Permit has be x. And Irfan's marbles is equal to what he is saying, 7 marbles. He has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Permit. So 5x plus 7, and total he has 37 marbles. So we can write 5x plus 7 is equal to 37. From that we can find the value of x and how many marbles with Permit. Now marbles with Irfan is equal to 7 more than 5 times what Permit has. So 7 plus 5x. And that is equal to, he is saying he has 37 marbles, 37. So which implies we can write 5x plus 7 is equal to 37. First we have to transpose 7 to RHS. That is 5x is equal to 37 minus 7. So 37 minus 7 is equal to 30. Which implies 5x is equal to 30. Now divide by 5. Divide by 5 both sides. That is 5x by 5 is equal to 30 by 5. We can cancel this here 6 times, which implies x is equal to 6. So x means number of marbles with Permit. So we have to write the question. We can write, therefore Permit has, our number of marbles with Permit is equal to 6. Or write Permit has 6 marbles. Second question. Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. So we can take Lakshmi's age as with any variable. Let Lakshmi's age be p years. And father, from that question we can frame the equation. Father's age is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. That is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Lakshmi's age we have taken as the letter P. So 3P. And again here it's given Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. So which is equal to 49. So from here, to solve this equation, transpose 4 to the other side. That is 3p is equal to 49 minus 4. Transpose 4 to RHS. Now 49 minus 4, 45. Then which implies 3p is equal to 45. Then we have to divide by 3, both side of the equation. 3p by 3 is equal to 45 by 3. 3 we can cancel here. 15, which implies p is equal to 15. Now here the question, what is Lakshmi's age? So we can write, therefore Lakshmi's age is equal to 15 years. Third part of the question, people of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. So we can take the number of fruit trees as any one of the variable. Let the number of fruit trees be x. Then number of non-fruit trees is equal to, here it's given, non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. 3 times 3x and 2 more than. So 3x plus 2. Non-fruit trees are there and fruit trees just x. Then according to the question we can write here what was the number of fruit trees planted if the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77. Non-fruit trees is equal to 77. Then what will be the number of fruit trees? So according to the question we can write 3x plus 2. This is the non-fruit trees which is equal to, the number is given as 77. To solve this, transpose 2 to RHS. So we will get 3x is equal to 77 minus 2. When we are moving the number from here to the other side, change the sign. Plus 2 will become as minus 2. Is equal to 75. That we can rewrite as 3x is equal to 75. Then divide by 3 both sides to avoid this 3. That means 3x by 3 is equal to 75 by 3. We can cancel that. Here 25, which implies x is equal to 25. X means number of fruit trees. So we can write number of fruit trees is equal to the number of fruit trees is equal to 25. Fourth question, solve the following riddle. It's a riddle. I am a number. So we can take any variable as the number. Let the number be y. Tell my identity. Take me 7 times over. So according to the question we can write take me 7 times over. That means 7 times y. 7y. Then and add a 50 plus 50 to reach a triple century. Triple century means century 100. Triple means 3 into 100. 300. You still need 40. To get 30, still we need 40. That means if we adding 40 here, we will reach that 300. So once more, any letter as the variable. So let the number be y. Take me 7 times over 7y and add 50 plus 50 to reach triple century means 300. You still need 40. So we have to add 40 here. That means 7y plus 90 is equal to 300. Here transposing 90 to RHS. That is 7y is equal to 300 minus 90, which is equal to 210. We can rewrite that as 7y is equal to 210. Then divide by 7 both sides of the equation. That is 7y by 7 is equal to 210 by 7. Here 3, so 30 times, which implies y is equal to 30. Now the question is identify the number. Therefore we can write the required number is 30.